All right, gang, so I'm out here at the lake. I just took a loss today for $1,000. It's 1%. I'm not really worried about it. It just comes with the game. Risk to reward is everything. I lost 1%, but tomorrow I'll probably make 3-4%. So, you know, I'm not tripping about it. But I wanted to talk about losses. This is something you can't avoid no matter how good of a trader you are. Every trader is gonna take losses. So don't be scared about it. Just think about it as when you take a loss, you're closer to making your next win. And when you win, you're closer to your next loss. So like, there's no reason to stress about it. You're always gonna be in a cycle of ups and downs, but just take your L's as lessons and not losses. As long as you follow your strategy, you won that day. So if you broke your rules, that's when I consider it like, damn, I lost today. But if I followed my rules and the markets just didn't give me the money I wanted, it's cool, bro. It's just what happened. So studies show that 95% of traders do not make it. Why is that? Because as soon as they take a loss, they're trying to add something to the strategy. They're trying to add a MACD. They're trying to add RSI. They're trying to add something from Mamba. They're trying to add something from Doyo. They're trying to add something from Lambo Raul. They're trying to make their entry better, trying to be like, how can I knock this stopped out? And when they do that, they're gonna see one trade in their back test that says it worked out when you added that. So in the long run, you're gonna keep trying to add things and it's just not gonna work out because your strategy is already made. If you back tested this for years and years and months and you traded this live, you just had one bad week and now you're starting to add stuff to it, you're just never gonna be profitable. Trust me, bro, I've been through it for years and years. So babe, how many times did I change my strategy because I had one bad week and you would yell at me?
More than I could count, honestly. Like, I insisting on him, like, just let it go. Because he would literally tell me, oh, babe, it's not the strategy, you know? It's the, obviously the time of the month that you are, like, or the year. And he would still change it. I'll tell him, I thought the strategy was good. You back tested it for months and months. Like, you know your strategy works because it had proven to work. But then when it'd be like, oh, the strategy sucks, I need to add this, or I need to add this. Sometimes even unknowingly, he would add stuff and the whole thing would go to trash until I started telling him to record himself, and then he would see something, he'd be like, oh, I forgot I used to do that. And I feel like he would have been in such a different position now than before. Like, you would have got successful so much faster if you would have just stuck to that one strategy.
So that brings me to my next topic. Journal all of your trades. So if you lose, especially journal that. But when you win, you need to journal that too. What did you do right? What did you do right this time that you didn't do last time? What did you do wrong that time that you didn't do this time? You need to journal everything. And then you're gonna start noticing that you're doing things that you weren't expecting. Like maybe you're entering too early. Maybe you're going down to a lower time frame that you don't usually do when you backtest. Don't try to go to the 1 minute to get a better entry. I'm gonna let you know right now that shit's not gonna work. It's gonna work once or twice. You're gonna feel like you're making a lot of money, and then you're gonna start losing and losing. You're not gonna understand why. All right, so now I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how to get out of that losing streak. One thing is, do not let FOMO take over. Do not let the fear of missing out take over. So let's say you enter a trade and then you lose that trade, right? It comes up, rejects, and it looks like it's a perfect entry. Now you should have taken it, but you know your risk is only 1% a day. You do not take that second trade no matter what. I don't care how good it looks. I don't care if it's melting. I don't care if it's skyrocketing to the moon. You do not take it. You follow your rules. You be disciplined. You come back tomorrow. Because chances are you're going to enter that trade and you're going to get stopped out again and you're going to see another perfect setup and then you're going to enter that. There's been times where I was trading and then there will be, I'll take one loss and then that one loss will turn into 20 losses and then I'll come back to my wife like, babe, I blew our account. And she'll be like, what are you talking about? Stop playing. I'm like, nah, for real. Look at my trading view. And you just see like a gang of reds because I just lost it. I couldn't control it. I kept trying to make the money back. It's gone, bro. Once the money's gone, it's gone. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll make more. So don't have the fear of missing out. If you lose that day, you don't re-enter because sometimes the markets are just gonna take your money. So if you enter, you had everything lined up, you had all your confluences lined up and you still lost, just chalk it up to the game, bro. It's the market that took the money. It's not your day to win. You can't win every day. You can't beat the market. So tip number 2 is always make sure you have the higher time frame in line with your 5 minute, right? So we're scalpers. We trade on the 5 minute, but we definitely want to have that H1 on our side. If we're not going in the same direction as the H1, most of the time you're gonna lose. So think about it like this. Let's say you're in the ocean, you're trying to swim, you're trying to make it to your destination, but the waves are crashing against you. That's the same thing as going against a higher time frame. Why would you want to go against the waves, right? It might work today, you might get to your destination, but how many times a day can you keep going against the waves? You want to go with the wave. Trade with the same direction that the higher time frame is going and you're just going to smooth across and get to your TP, bro. Stop trying to go against these waves. It's only going to work for so long. So I'm really big on like the law of attraction, vibration, and energies and stuff like that, right? So I like to think of it like this. Somewhere in the universe, there's a magical number out there. How many times you have to lose before you become profitable, right? Let's say your number is 1,277, right? Don't you want to wake up every day and hurry up and get them losses out the way? Like, don't be scared of it. Now, don't go crazy and try to hurry up and reach that number. You got to be disciplined. That's the main thing, is discipline. Just think of it as you got a loss, you're just closer to being profitable. You're going to take the data from that, you're going to apply it to your strategy, and then eventually you're going to reach that number to where you're done done taking losses and now you're gonna be profitable. But anyways, let's get into this video. I'm gonna show you how I lost $1,000 in 5 minutes. So I put it in replay mode to get to the beginning of New York session. Let me tell you my thought process behind this and show you what happened and what went wrong. Now keep in mind, this is the beginning of NFP week, and if you're a real trader, you know that NFP week is just horrible, it's trash. But anyways, let's get into it. So we started off, we're pushing up. Now when I seen this, I said, okay, we gotta break a structure. I'm breaking multiple structures right here, right? So I draw a box. We got a demand push, change this. Now I'm waiting for it to tap. It never tapped. So now, like, okay, now what's going on? So I said, okay, let me draw a box right here, because now we have another demand push right here. So I deleted this box. So on the 5 minute, I moved my box smaller right here. I was like, okay, this is a better zone than that 15 minute. So then I pushed it, I'm waiting for it to come back and retest inside this box, right? Because that's when we want to get our entry. So once we got this touch right here and we started breaking above, I said, okay, that might be a good trade, but before I do that, let me check the 3 minute. I checked the 3 minute, I said, you know what, I want to move my box a little bit lower just to be safe. So the 3 minute, we're waiting, I'm like, man, I probably should have just got in, but then it started consolidating, so then I was happy I didn't get in, because when I enter, I want to see a big push. I don't want to see it consolidating. Boom, we touched it, we rejected it with a hammer candle. I said, okay, this is the time to get in. So I waited for the candle to break, put my position right here, stops below. For 1 of 4, so let me put this a little bit higher, 1 of 4. We were up in profit for a little bit, came straight down and took us out, bro. But hey, what could we do? It's NFP week, it's just disrespecting our strategy. If you look on the H1, this is a major support zone right here. See right here, major support zone. Everything was just in our favor. Everything was looking good, but it's just, that you just gotta chalk it up to the game, bro. NFP week won this round. See, we took a loss right here. It was done over in a couple minutes, bro. It wasn't even that long. And we just move on to the next one. See, but I've been trading for 3 years. You're gonna be losing a lot. So that's why risk to reward is so important. If you see most of my trades in the Discord, I'm going for a 1 to 2 minimum. So that means I might be hitting 1 to 5, 1 to 8, but minimum I need 1 to 2. I'm not taking nothing less than that. I need to risk 1,000 to make 2,000. And that's how you become profitable. If you go for 1 to 1s, I don't see it working out for you, bro. You gotta be really sniper. You gotta be on some Doyle Exchange shit to be getting 1 to 1s and being profitable. But if we play this out, we can see what happens. So it just keeps pushing down, right? It's just messing around, it's getting choppy. Like if you see right here, we pushed up in the beginning of the day, we broke this H4 structure. We came all the way up here and we came back down and broke right through it again. Like it's in a range right now. Like it's really just messing around. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down. This is the NFP week for you, bro. So next week it's gonna be way better. Hopefully I can upload a video saying I made $20,000 or something crazy like that. But risk to reward is everything, bro.